Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the collective weekend check-in. We have a couple big aspects taking place this weekend. We do have Venus going direct today, and then on Sunday, we have the Sun square Uranus. So I feel this really is an important period when many of us are coming to a deep understanding of what it is that we truly want. So while Venus was in retrograde in Capricorn, it was this very practical, ambitious energy when it comes to romantic partnerships. Venus is the planet of love. You think of Venus, you think of the Empress energy, Taurus, Libra, and although it's in Capricorn, I think a lot of wisdom has been gained when it comes to this deep-seated healing process, when it comes to the spiritual awakening journey. So I feel this culmination of this very long period of retrograde, of reevaluating our emotional vulnerabilities. Many of us have been feeling very, very isolated, very outcast. A lot of us have been experiencing a lot of melancholy when it comes to where we have undervalued ourselves, where we have been undervalued from others, especially within relationships. So, you know, a lot of us have been dealing with these Chiron issues since about last summer or even longer. So, you know, while Venus was in retrograde, we've had to face and confront all of these inner demons in order to conquer what lies ahead within the journey. So if you used Venus retrograde productively, you likely did uncover and discover all of these deep-seated wounds. And I think, you know, many of us really did take that good, long, hard look at where our ultimate happiness lies and where we have been suppressing what it is that we deeply desire, where we have been restricted, where we have been repressed or withheld from this freedom that is kind of beckoning us. So I feel this really is a powerful time this weekend to reflect on where you've had that change of heart, where you've been adjusting your boundaries, and where you kind of been doubled down from taking action. So I think get ready for a fresh perspective, a fresh new look on your life. I do feel a new energetic priority coming forward, because where your energy goes, your energy will flow. So, you know, what are you wanting to bring forward when it comes to future expenditures that are going to be worthwhile for your spiritual journey? I feel it's this energy of Venus, the divine feminine, being officially reborn. I feel a lot of the divine feminines are glowing fiercely, like this morning star energy. A lot of the divine feminines are the light bringer for this great awakening. So I feel as Venus stations direct, it will make an exact trine to Uranus. So this is going to create a major relationship paradigm, rebirth, regeneration, revival, people coming back from the past that will be aligned with your purpose. So what has been calling your heart the most? It's really time to drag your butt out from the darkness, to shake off whatever's been dragging you down, because we have been retracing our steps, integrating all of these newfound revelations that have been reinforcing positive life structures around our personal priorities moving forward. So I think get ready to receive that crystal clear thought process when it comes to what it is that you want, and to choose to show up every single day in order to integrate that into your life moving forward. And then on Sunday, we do have the Sun square Uranus. The Sun in Aquarius at 10 degrees 52 in the 8th house of transformation in Capricorn at 22 degrees 49. 22 is a master number, 49 breaking down to 13. So mastering the ego death, mastering this profound life transformation. And it's going to give way to profound creativity when it comes to a broader understanding of your life. I think a lot of perceptiveness when it comes to sensitivity, when it comes to your values and the values of others. And I feel it's kind of this energy of stepping into your spiritual role when it comes to your responsibilities, when it comes to your purpose. So I think this deep, deep understanding coming forward when it comes to assets and resources for the future, when it comes to, you know, coming together as a collective in a joint venture moving forward. Although many of us have to go through this intense, profound life transformation in solitude, we all come out the other side with this new creative, inquisitive nature. And with Uranus in Taurus at 10 degrees 52 and in the 11th house of Aries at 13 degrees 14, 13, death, transformation, 14, karmic freedom. So I think get ready for a lot of instability and changes in the house of desire, hope, friends, and companions. This is the home stretch where all of those karmic relationships are crumbling to the ground with all kinds of unexpected and unpredictable changes. And I feel where you've been indecisive, you're going to be able to find something to focus on finally. So I think for those on the twin flame journey where your masculine has kept this certain distance, I think get ready for them to come forward to finally work together to achieve progressive goals when it comes to unity consciousness. So the Sun square Uranus is a really open-minded transit. It's going to require a lot of flexibility as you enter into this very uncertain stage of stepping into the unknown. I feel this can bring up a lot of anxious and uneasy feelings, especially when it comes to this impeding change that has been looming over many of us, especially those that have kind of been very stuck, complacent, and stagnant. So I think get ready for this buildup of tension that is going to result in a lot of unpredictable behavior this weekend. And it will lead to a lot of abrupt endings, rapid changes in direction, and it could even lead to some unexpected accidents. So I feel when you kind of embrace this radical change and all of these unexpected outbursts from other people, it's really time for you to, you know, get to the bottom of everything that's been malfunctioning in your life. I feel many are coming, like being pulled apart, and all of this fragmented assortment of pieces when it comes to this Akashic memory being restored. So, you know, when we go through this transformation, I think get prepared for a lot of outbursts of anger. And I feel you're going to see the scary and unexpected side of somebody that has been wearing a mask in order for you to see things crystal clear. So, you know, ego is very strong with this aspect. But I feel many of us really are stepping into embracing our true inner self, our true authentic personality, without any restrictions. So, you know, we do need a very safe place for this conscious release of all of these impulsive and rebellious energies. So I think ego conflicts are very much likely in the energies this weekend. And any arguments at this point are definitely going to lead to like a loss of face and very, very karmic, unexpected consequences. So I think in order to avoid these complications this weekend, you might want to, you know, stick to a routine, get grounded. I think if you are in the flow and everything's kind of humming along nicely, I think just flow through this energy. Those that have been very stagnant or are going through this spiritual upgrade, this DNA upgrade, are going to find this buildup of electric energy is going to like zap them in some way, like a zap of awakening is kind of what I feel. So, you know, it's always best to be proactive about this impeding change that you know is coming. That's why Venus was in retrograde, to slow things down, to back it up a little bit, and to reassess. So if you have been feeling very restless, you really need to understand what's been causing this feeling of impeding drama and chaos, because this tension will harm your personal relationships. So you got to kind of stay flexible and be ready for these changes. But I do think get ready for abrupt separations as a result of this transit this weekend. So you might want to change your appearance. You might want to boost that self-esteem. Definitely the boost in self-esteem is going to be required when it comes to stepping into this brave new path, as your life kind of opens up to all of these unlimited possibilities. New doorways and opportunities are opening up for many in the collective. So I think this really is the perfect time this weekend to really discuss all of those toxic bad habits, any addictions that you're needing to kind of step away from. It's really time to embrace this strong urge to break free from all of this restriction and to finally show the world just how strong you truly are. So let's jump in with some cards and see what the cards have to say about the energies this weekend. If you have not already done so, do feel free to hit that subscribe button below to join the channel. And let's jump right in with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck. Divine Feminine, you are manifesting miracles. I think you really have practiced the law of attraction. You know exactly what it is that you want in your life, and you are in that full conscious awareness of knowing that what we think will create our physical reality. So I feel many of the feminines have mastered their daily affirmations, their daily meditation practice, their manifesting capabilities, and I feel really stepping into that true divine essence of your strong intuition, your ability to nurture and heal yourself, and to show the world compassion through your gentleness and your patience. So get ready for manifestations to come to fruition as all of these energies take place this weekend. What else does the collective need to be aware of? A lot of heightened awareness, a lot of signs and synchronicities. When you're in the flow, it's just this magical spiritual journey of all of these signs and these syncs kind of taken place. So, you know, many have been intuitively sensing this shift taking place below the surface for quite some time. And now is the time for everything to kind of come full circle as we prepare for that first wave of mass unions to come through. So forgiveness is definitely going to be in focus. I think a lot of the divine masculines in the collective are having a very, very hard time offering forgiveness to themselves. So as you offer forgiveness to another who's deeply hurt you, who's deeply betrayed you, it allows that liberation from your heart space. It allows you to clear those negative energetic cords, and it really does allow you to find that truth. So many are coming into their truth. Many are coming into where they have been misguided by lies, manipulation, a lot of karmic energy. A lot of light is being shone down on the collective when it comes to what truly does speak to the heart and the soul. So I feel a lot of energetic cords are being cut. A lot of unwanted karmic people, attachments, memories, and unhealthy energies are being released for this collective renewal process. So pay attention. The universe communicates with us in all sorts of ways. So when you're on your commute to work or wherever you're going, pay attention to the number sequences, the signs that are jumping out at you, and understand that everything truly does hold that deeper meaning. So dive into that heightened awareness, trust in the messages that are coming through, because we are stepping into equal giving and receiving. We're stepping into honoring the cosmic law of reciprocity. And there are major rewards and compensation coming for the divine feminine as you master this healthy exchange with others. And I feel, get ready, because new doorways are being presented now. Are you going to be willing and ready and able to walk through the doorway of this greater experience of unlimited abundance? Because I think the time is now for this major shift to take place collectively. So let's keep going, guys, and see what else needs to come through. The Dust Devil. It's kind of time to move out of stagnation. And there are going to be consequences for past choices. And there will be an opportunity to rebuild from that ground zero. So let's read out of the book. I think many of the collective have been in this very stuck, stagnant energy, really reevaluating all of their past choices. And I think as Venus goes direct, there is going to be a lot of karmic consequences playing out in the energy when it comes to your past choices, your past decisions, whatever karmic debt is needing to be cleared. I think it's kind of time to embrace this chaos. I think there is going to be a lot of chaos. And it's time to trust in the process, because you've got to move out of this very complacent, stagnant energy. So I think get ready for a ruckus this weekend. Because so many people are afraid of change. The universe kind of has to come in sometimes and stir the pot, stir things up in order to get you to behave according to the cosmic laws. So I think whatever mess is being created, it truly is a mess of your own making. And I think something is coming full circle with this cyclone of energy in order for you to, you know, see where you have been off course, in order for you to, you know, go deep within, to stop playing into all of these escapism energies. So, you know, life is never, ever perfect. You know, an awakening is very messy. It's very conflicting. It's very wild when you shift into those higher states of consciousness. So you really need to surrender and lean in and trust in this process, because things will settle down. The dust eventually settles. And that's when you're going to have this newfound discovery when it comes to this awakening and this wisdom being integrated. So it is about facing the choices of the past, dealing with the karmic consequences, in order for you to break free. I think there's a lot of bitterness coming up to be addressed. And I think somebody here already knows who they love, and they've been faced with all kinds of energies, a plethora of negative energies, in order to get them to rectify the choices that they've made that really have thrown their life off balance. So I think there is this fear of commitment coming up to be addressed. And you cannot refuse to confront the consequences of these past decisions any longer. I feel it's like the feast of the archangels feasting on the divine masculine collective when it comes to their past decisions. And I feel no amount of overanalyzing or strategizing are really going to help the divine masculine right now. I feel it's time to make amends for the wrongness of their choices, for not choosing the divine feminine. I feel this is the seed point of a brand new relationship paradigm. You know, releasing the sour bitterness of the past and stepping into the sweet, savoring moment of the future. I feel a lot of matters of the heart are coming up to be experienced, to be digested, so you can make that choice. I feel the divine feminine is still standing there like that pillar, offering that cup of love, but this doesn't come without a warning, because the masculine really is at that crossroads, and he cannot come forward without that promise of commitment. I feel he is being given the opportunity to choose again, but if he does not realize the consequences of his actions, I do feel another cycle of negativity will repeat itself. And I kind of do feel many of the divine masculines have this very bad taste in their mouth as the archangels kind of enjoy this feasting on the divine masculine, because they can't go backwards anymore. It's really time to kind of step into these life blessings. The divine is definitely calling the masculine's name loud and clear when it comes to this gateway portal for a new opportunity. So we'll see what other messages need to come through for this weekend check-in. I'm pretty sure that was the call of the muse. Yeah. So the divine feminine is really stepping into the sisterhood of the rose inspiration. And I feel the call of the muse has been heard. And I feel the masculine can no longer avoid going through this gestation period. Something went flying on the other side. The sky bridge. I'm going to go grab it, guys. Okay, so it is this beautiful extreme possibility for those divine unions to commence this weekend. I do feel grace and generosity. I think many of the feminines are coming into this benefactor energy of receiving that divine inheritance. I do feel a lot of windfall energy as the feminine comes into that complete alignment from within. And this truly is a very fated, destined time for the collective. So I think as the feminine kind of steps into her own joyful inspiration, the masculine is drawn to the feminine, very much obsessed with the feminine because she is his muse. So I feel it's kind of time to clean house. It's really time for this fresh new beginning. And I do feel many of the divine masculines this weekend are going through a detox, a very powerful spiritual cleanse, a detoxing of all of these past energies in order to repair the mind, the body, and the spirit. So yes, get ready. We are heralding big, big, big changes, and it's kind of time to get back into that mindfulness, that group thinking, that big picture thinking, as we kind of step into this possibility for union. So we're going to read into that. That's a 47 breaking down to an 11. So we are breaking down all of those false flame contracts. We are coming into that deep understanding of what needs to be connected to us, what needs to be disconnected from us. So I feel the masculine is approaching this unbreachable abyss energy, and there's no escaping this. There's no retreating from these powerful cosmic forces. The masculine knows he has to act soon, or he will run the risk of being thrown off the edge of the cliff. So I think the divine masculine's life has really brought him to this moment this weekend when it comes to all of these undreamt possibilities. And I feel the masculine's purpose can no longer be postponed. He knows it's inevitable. He knows this is coming, and he knows he has to take that leap of faith in order to get back into his self. So I kind of feel the masculine really needs to clear that muddled thinking, to really muster up his courage so that he may cross that sky bridge to meet the feminine on the other side. And I kind of feel many of the feminines have already made that quantum leap, which is why the masculine can no longer feel the feminine's energy, which has created this deep remembrance, a state of confusion, as all of this readiness and preparation embraces the masculine's world for him to step into his true authentic state. So I feel a lot of the masculines are ready to take flight with this ascension energy because it's kind of time to clear the past. And I do feel the feminine truly is that inspiration for the divine masculine. So get ready to herald big, big changes. It's really time to take action towards these unions. So let's keep going here and see what else needs to come through. Awakening genius. Into me I see. And that is going to allow the masculine to make that powerful move. I do feel a lot of cosmic intelligence being activated, and the masculine is finally looking in the mirror, looking into his soul. I think he sees the feminine clearly. He knows the feminine is the other half of him, and he's getting ready to come back around to really build those deep, deep roots of abundance when it comes to these unions, getting ready to make that powerful move towards the feminine, facing that fear, because a lot is being exposed and revealed in the energy. So I just want to read a little bit into this awakening genius. And into me I see. So yeah, this is about deep, deep intimacy, trust in another, dropping all of those defenses, dropping all of those shields, releasing all of this rigidity, all of these rigid boundaries in order to allow this connection to come into that divine union, that sacred union. But the masculine is going to need to be willing to be vulnerable. I do feel a lot of genius is being awakened when it comes to the masculine's third eye. I feel a lot of spirit creative expression is being restored when it comes to our co-creative journey as a twin flame pair. And I think a lot of new Akashic information is being brought forward as we birth this brand new energy, as we birth this new earth energy, because these deep, deep roots of abundance are being stabilized. We are anchoring this 5D energy onto earth. We are anchoring heaven and earth together. I think it's really time to build those solid, secure foundations and to trust and believe in the unlimited abundance that the universe truly does bring forward. So major awakening, mass global awakening, and we see it even happening on the big scale. So I think get ready for the masculine to make that power move this weekend, because a lot of exposure when it comes to those karmic contracts, a lot of exposure when it comes to the misguided falsehoods for the divine masculine. And I feel, yeah, the masculine's really going deep within healing that shame, for dealing with that imposter. And I feel he's got to learn to let go of this self-condemnation in order to step into freedom. I think all of these past unresolved wounds need to be spoken about. There needs to be that one-on-one, heart-to-heart conversation for the masculine to refocus his self-worth is what I'm feeling. So, you know, I do feel a lot of rejection, and there is an underlying beauty in that rejection, because all of these distorted, unhealthy ways that the masculine has expressed his pain by shaming himself, he's got to get out of this heart-wrenching cry for help. I feel the masculine is in this heart-wrenching cry for help at rock bottom when it comes to all of these unresolved issues, when it comes to all of these inner pain points. And I feel he really has to admit these emotions to himself in order for him to surrender to this higher power that I feel is bringing forward all of this sacred vulnerability. I think everything is being laid out on the table this weekend when it comes to these divine unions. So let's see what else is being evaluated. Vision, big picture thinking, big picture visions, being restored. That's that Aquarian energy, that very expansive water bearer views of the future, very advanced views when it comes to self-love. Self-love truly is necessary to be able to fully and unconditionally give your heart to another. So I think get ready for spontaneity. I do feel the masculine is ready to finally move beyond these constraints of the mind and to freely embrace this new loving connection with the divine feminine that he has so arrogantly disregarded and pushed away. So what else is being evaluated this weekend? Self-expression, manifestation energy coming through again. You are finally ready to manifest your thoughts and to transform the world through acts of love is a big, big message. So, oh my gosh, cooperation as well. So expression, authentic expression, divine cooperation when it comes to manifesting this deep energy of love that the Twin Flame Collective came here to bring forward. We do still need to realize every person has their own experience, and it doesn't devalue your own experience. So every experience, every soulful awakening experience holds great value when it comes to raising the collective consciousness, when it comes to raising the vibration of Mother Earth. So we will get a couple more cards. I was told there's another message in here. So compassion. As we demonstrate compassion, and that's going into that humility and understanding Christ consciousness, we can actively then share our heart by living in love every single day, every single moment of every single day. And this is exactly what is being evaluated as Venus turns direct this weekend is commitment, committed partnerships. When you dedicate yourself to your own beliefs wholeheartedly, and you know your very essence of love at the very core being from within, that is when you can step into commitment. But first, love must be in focus first. So I do think commitment, and maybe this is uncharted territory. We've been going through all of these outdated relationship belief patterns for several years, many of us for about 6 years now, and this really is uncharted territory when it comes to building these new earth timelines, these new committed partnerships, these higher unions. So it is scary when we shed all of these old aspects and we're not sure what that new picture looks like. So, you know, we're entering uncharted territories as a collective as we kind of shine this inner light through. So I think get ready for a grand symphony when it comes to the energies this weekend. Let's jump in with some tarot. I think, yeah, pardon me. There's that struggle. There's that chaos and conflict. Get ready for emotional outbursts because secrets are coming out, confessions, exposure. And I think there's been a lot of stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, over mental stimulus. When it comes to whatever is being exposed, I think many of us know what our hidden darkest secrets are. You know what you've done or what you've not done, and get ready for something to come back around. The universe and karma never ever loses an address. And I feel if there's been lies, if there's been secrets, if there's been abuse, belittling, arguing, gossip, drama, all of that is coming out. So, you know, allow whatever is being exposed to be exposed, because the angels are coming forward, giving you that strength of spirit to go through this tower, because you can't stay stuck in these karmic situations. You can't stay stagnant, depleted, energetically drained. When it comes to putting on a show for social media, keeping up status quo where your heart's not in it. So there's that unavoidable change. There's that unpredictable, unexpected upheaval. You can't go back. Things are crumbling and you're not going to be able to rebuild. You're going to have to go in a new direction and rebuild from that ground zero point. If your masculine has been dealing with a karmic feminine energy, a lustful temptress, controlling, demanding, jealous, possessive, I do feel your masculine's been deep in the dark when it comes to this manipulation. And I feel getting ready to come out of that dark night of the soul. But let's see what needs to come through with a full range message with the tarot. So we will see what other energies need to come through when it comes to this weekend. The Three of Pentacles, working together in a community. Dropping all defenses. Seven of Wands reversed. I think it's kind of time for those new contracts to come forward, because many have been sifting through this very dark, deep evaluation, this dark night of the soul energy, dead center, King of Cups, divine masculine energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Learning to be emotionally available, releasing fears about emotional vulnerability, because there have been hidden repressed emotions here, and what we repress, what we resist, it keeps persisting. More Cancer energy. So Leo coming through strong as well. And get ready for truth, divine truth. There's a lot coming through when it comes to this Akashic truth being illuminated in the collective. When it comes to this struggle, the constant battle, don't play games. Don't play into the drama. Somebody's been playing into drama, playing into this power struggle, resisting profound life change. Something here is needing to come to a complete close, and you know it. You have felt this impeding change coming. You know you've been sitting at that crossroads. You know what you've been manifesting. But in order to co-create with the universe, you can wish and pray and think all you want. If you don't take that desired action to manifest what it is that is coming through when it comes to these ideas, you're not going to be able to release this mental clutter. So I do feel the feminines are birthing that brand new experience, brand new creative endeavors. This is the universe gifting you with your creative passion to go through this change. The divine feminine goes through immense pain, years of suffering, to be rejected by your counterpart, rips your heart out of your chest. I feel many of the feminines have done that healing. We have transmuted a lot of this collective pain. We're stepping into birthing that miracle, birthing that baby, whatever it is for you, because reciprocity is being restored. The law of equal giving and receiving. The divine feminine did not get what it was that she deserved in the past. The masculine gave to more than two, and I feel the masculine is coming back to balance the scales. Yes, because he's not happy where he's at. He feels this separation on his heart, and he is going through that fall from grace. We all have to go through that fall because he chose not to take that action. He stayed stuck and stagnant at that crossroads, and now he's going within, learning a very painful lesson in order to embrace this spiritual wisdom, to come forward and to close out this major karmic cycle. So I kind of feel a lot of truth is coming forward. The divine masculine is the central energy, a masculine energy, going deep within these emotions. I feel he's kind of like this man floating out in the middle of the ocean all by himself, as, you know, he kind of goes into this energy, because the masculines are receiving a lot of bad karma, I feel, for their past decisions. A lot of karmic consequences are coming full circle. When it comes to this awakening, when it comes to this new beginning, this unexpected choice in love, and there's that masculine coming out of martyrdom, self-pity party, shifting that perspective. You could be dealing with a Pisces. A lot of water here, Pisces, Cancer, Gemini, but it's kind of time to learn something new. It's kind of time to do the deep work. You know, this is a very small pentacle. You might have to start from ground zero once this perspective gets shifted. But if you do the hard work, if you're willing and ready and open to learn something new, this divine union is waiting there for the taking. But the masculine is going to have to brave the unknown, come out of that lack mentality, and resist this ending. I also feel the masculine is quickly moving houses, quickly changing directions, changing his mind, and wanting to come back and revive this connection with the divine feminine, because he does see her worth now. He does see her value now. And there's been like this planning in secret. I also feel a lot that was hidden is coming to light. There's a mass awakening when it comes to these divine masculines. And yeah, there's that bad judgment call. The Empress was upright and now she just flipped out in reverse. So a lot of the masculines really are at that rock bottom when it comes to these hidden emotions. I think they are very depressed. They also made that bad judgment call when they went toward the karmic feminine, thinking that this was going to be their salvation. And they've been dealing with a very controlling, manipulative energy. They've not received the nurturing that they need. They've not been taken care of. They could have even well have been cheated on by this Empress in reverse. But, you know, that is crumbling. That's not in alignment in order for this major lesson to be learned. So could be dealing with an Aries or a Virgo. But I think there's that opportunity to finally come back for that missed opportunity to consciously release this very long-standing burden, because there's a lack of healing in the masculine's life. There is a contract coming to a close when it comes to that third-party interference, major health issues, a lot of arguing, a lot of fighting. There's no harmony here. So I feel a lot of the masculines really are struggling as this truth comes out. So what is this moon energy, please? Because that's secrets. There's something hidden in the dark here. That heart awakening over missed wish fulfillment. Wow. Yeah, I feel the masculine is intensely awakening. That heart is being ripped wide open. And something about that, maybe that full moon in Leo, is when action will be taken. Because right now the masculine's really struggling with a lot of belittling. I feel a lot of mental confusion. The masculine really did betray himself when it comes to this connection. So I feel the masculine wants to come out of that period of extended, prolonged grieving in order for things to get better. He is going to be making that unexpected choice because the time is now for this cycle to completely close out. So I think it is going to be emotional. I think the karmic energy is very emotional. A lot of emotional outbursts. She does not want the masculine to walk away. She's holding on, gripping to control, using addictive behaviors to court the masculine. I feel addictions here, extreme codependencies, lustful temptation, you know, emotionally manipulating the masculine to stay stuck, chained to something that is very toxic. And there is about to be a major realignment because the masculine is rising as that visionary leader. He has the vision. He's releasing the past lies. He's releasing it all. He's delivering that very harsh message because this false foundation can no longer stand. And he's manifesting a new beginning, I feel. So manifestation energy, very strong coming through. Almost all the signs are here. Pretty much all the signs are here. So it doesn't really matter. But the masculine knows he's been stuck in this very toxic, unrequited love situation. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep that relationship going. And everything is crumbling in order for this fated, destined connection to come together. So, yeah, a lot of deception is being revealed when it comes to those that have been wearing a mask. I feel the masculine really is struggling because, you know, him and the karmic are not on the same spiritual journey. There's a lot of negative influences. And I feel the masculine is releasing that connection, coming forward for that reconciliation in order to heal these deep family issues. This is about healing ancestral karma. All of these past life timelines being integrated. So I do believe, get ready for the masculine to return. And this really was a lesson in the divine feminine, learning to love themselves first, honoring that self-respect, those strong boundaries, and really staying optimistic about her love life. And I feel as the feminine went through that rise, she really did call in all of this spiritual support, all of this community support, and has really built a tribe. And I feel as the feminine comes into all of this inner awareness, all of this alignment, the masculine is kind of being asked to release that ex, to release that karmic entity attachment. Yeah. Oh my God. Twice. And that must be a fluke in the deck. So it says twice. If that ain't a double confirmation, you need to get honest about what is going on. I'm going to say that again. You need to get honest about what is going on. Somewhere along the way, you've lost yourself. It's time to return to yourself. It's time to return to your truth. And it's time to nurture the part of you that needs this breathing room for this transformation. What makes your heart sing with joy? What can you do to recapture vitality now? Any last messages from Spirit, please? We are the company we keep. Are you in a healthy space? Are the people you are connected with healthy for you? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself that, because if you're wondering if you're going to, rebuild this tower after it falls, the answer is no. You need to break free from all of these unhealthy people. It's time to acknowledge and to learn from the past. Because others can only victimize you if you allow them to. We all have choices to take our power back. In this scenario, I believe the divine masculine is the student. In this scenario, the divine feminine is the teacher. Either way, the spiritual pathway is being illuminated as Venus goes direct. We are here to be that pillar of strength, and we are all capable of overcoming any and all obstacles. We are protected by the divine, so pay attention to the subtle cues. Words are not always, words. I feel a lot of telepathic connection being restored within these connections, and I do feel the masculine is getting ready to speak up and be heard, because this truly is an auspicious time for the Twin Flame Collective, and the outcome is going to bring that happiness, that unity consciousness, that expression of companionship and committed partnerships. And that's kind of what I've got for the collective, for the weekend check-in. If you would like to book a personal reading or a twin flame reading, please feel free to check out the description box below, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.